Good morning, crypto family. I'm Nemesis with the Crypto Brothers. And of course, as usual, not a financial advisor, just some dude talking about crypto on the internet. And, but, oh my god. The sea of red. The sea of red. It's been just doing this like crazy. I'm not even affected by this at this point. I've seen it so many times. I don't even care. Some of my positions, yes, I'm taking a definite loss in. Other positions, I'm not losing, but I'm not gaining anything either. I'm still dollar cost averaging in little increments this way. Every time it dips down, I buy with the same amount of dollar amount. I buy more. Whenever the market peaks back up, the same amount of dollar amount buys less. But I still keep dollar cost averaging in. I'm not trying to catch these waves. Some people trade on these waves. I don't have the time to be pulling my hair out trying to catch this. I got a couple of different jobs I work, so I have no time for this. For like doing the day trading stuff. Some people can make money, a lot of people can't. I just don't have time to do it. But with that, you see here, Bitcoin's 6,477. We've been kind of just trading out around here, between 6,300 to 6,700. Just kind of been trading in that little channel. And what I mean by that is, like in my charting here, I have my green line here and my green line here. This is the support channel that I think that Bitcoin would not drop below. And then whenever we did drop below it, like over here, we quickly yanked up above it again. So there was a lot of pressure to not let it stay below there. So my guess on the bottom on that was pretty decent. I don't know if it's an exact bottom. But I did start seeing a nice wedging pattern going on, and it's just been tightening up. We have to wait. I mean, I don't know if it's going to wait until it hits the very bottom of the wedge before it decides to do a breakout in one way or another. I hope not down, hope up, of course, but we'll find out. I mean, I guess we'll all find out. But I'd also was lightly reading a news article. Kind of dive right into it. Bam. Get rid of the depression. I kind of only lightly look at that just so that I see where the market's at, but that's just like a lot of red, and on red days I just try not to concentrate on what the market's doing. It's easier to not look at the market whenever it's down like this. If you do, you're going to start stressing yourself out if you start watching it. I was starting to get into that little bit of a trend where I was just eyeballing the market every day, almost every hour, while I was at work and stuff. It is a little stressful to try to make sure that all your stuff's doing good. Just know that the companies that you've invested in with are good, solid companies that are putting in work. And the biggest thing is you got to make sure the company you're into just puts in the work. Kind of like how Amazon and Microsoft, two global giants, they put in that work too. And that's where this article dives into. Bank of America, blockchain market could hit 7 billion, give boost to Amazon and Microsoft. I think they're talking, I haven't read the whole, I just lightly perused this one. I think they're talking about their blockchain possibly that they're making, hitting a $7 billion market. That would be really interesting to see a global giants' own blockchain actually getting massive adoption. Let's see if I'm right with it. This one's by Maria Hewlett. The Bank of America has estimated blockchain that could be a $7 billion market and provide a major boost to corporate giants such as Microsoft and Amazon. While Bank of America's analysis refrained from putting a timestamp on the industry becoming a major multi-billion dollar addressable market, they reportedly based their estimate on a ballpark figure that 2% of the corporate servers would be used to run the blockchain at a cost of $5,500 annually. BOA Research Analysis Cash Ragan told CNBC that the technology was well suited for some of the world's largest corporations. Noting, for example, that Amazon would benefit from incremental cloud service demand from blockchain implementation, while improved supply chain tracking could make Amazon retailer operators more efficient. And yes, it could. If they had tracking devices on the stuff, people could just sit there and hold you accountable. Where's my package? What happened to it? I can see it sitting in your warehouse still. You know, something stupid like that. Rangan emphasized, however, that while many potential use cases for the blockchain have been widely recognized, full product servers have not been yet built out, are not used in production. So they don't have, you know, like they're saying, they don't have a full product line to be able to support the blockchain implementation the way that they're envisioning it. Which, from what I've understood, Microsoft's actually on the back end making tracking devices for Walmart. I believe it's Walmart that they're doing this for too. So it'd be kind of interesting to see if Amazon's getting on board with it this direction too. Leaving the technology's capacity to generate real-world capital is still unproven. Rangan added that the innovation for distributed ledger systems could take so-called software as a service model to the next level by implementing blockchain service. Rangan chose Microsoft's popular blockchain-based Azure platform as a salient example, stating, HiveOS on Azure offers services such as smart contracts and other third-party apps, and should benefit as a use of blockchain on Azure's increases. They're already looking at utilizing Microsoft's own blockchain, and Microsoft's also creating the tracking chips too, to be able to be used on their own blockchain. So this is big. We got big companies getting involved with it, and you know, people like my dad and stuff are all like, "Oh, this isn't going to work that well. You know, I'm going to stay away from it." And here it is. These big companies are, like the .com boom all over again. Like, get ready for the ride, who's ever here. Among other high-profile beneficiaries poised to benefit from from blockchain, BOA included Oracle, IBM, Salesforce.com, and VMware, as well as other major players from the real estate and mortgage industries such as Redfin, Zillow, and LendingTree. That's cool. That's actually kind of cool to be able to buy a house and have it recorded on the blockchain. Oh yeah. No more of this like, I own it, now the corporation owns it, and it just switches hands. It's all going to be tracked. Just follow the money, as they say. Fresh data published late August revealed that IBM's buying with Chinese e-commerce giant Alibaba for the spot on a new listing ranked global entities by number of blockchain-related patents they have filed to date. This summer, tech giant IBM closed a seminal 5-year, $740 million deal with Australian government to use blockchain to improve data security and automation across federal departments. Microsoft, for its part, first announced that its launch of its Ethereum-based Zero Cloud computing platform as early as 2015 and continues to improve on product. Amazon's web service, AWS, cloud platform this spring introduces a framework for Ethereum and Hyperledger Fabric that allows users to build and manage their own blockchain-powered decentralized application, DApp. Now, I wonder if the government's going to give them static because they're building their blockchain on Ethereum, which means that if they have a token with it, they've got an ERC20, which would make them an ICO, and they're not allowed here in the United States. So it's going to be interesting how they're going to implement this one to circumvent what the government's actually doing. And it was also saying up here that Oracle and IBM. Now, Oracle was acquired by Oracle and Poloniex are together, and Oracle and Poloniex is also together with who? Goldman Sachs. They don't directly own them. They've got their fingers in it. So they're, Goldman Sachs is on the backside of all of this too. So if people are saying that big banks aren't there, big banks are knocking on that back door, going, hey, yo, what about that money? I want some of them gains. And it shows that a lot of people are looking into it too. Blockchain's going to be there to hold people accountable. It's going to help people track things from point A to point B, just like Walmart's wanting to do this, and I believe that they're partnering up with Microsoft on this to track their leafy greens. So this kind of goes right down the same block road of, if they can hold produce people accountable, not so much that you're going to sue them to death or anything like that, but if they've got a bad batch, you can hold them accountable to the point of, okay, you've discovered a bad batch, pull them out. You know which batch it is. It's recorded here on the blockchain. These numbers here are the ones that are all bad, pull them. So, this will work with food, this will work with electronics, electronic recalls or whatnot. So this is, to me, a very positive step in the right direction. But if you have any other ideas or like to add to this, most certainly drop them down below. Add to the conversation. And while you're down there, smash that like button, hit the subscribe and the bell notification. That way, whenever I drop new videos, you'll be notified. And all this stuff helps me out too. So with that being said, I've 6:35. I don't know if I have enough time to do another video. I might before work, but for the most part, after this, I've got work after this, so I will see you guys